I think I really do make everything way harder for myself. Just, I don't even know why. Like, my whole body is just running on just like adrenaline right now, and I'm not entirely sure why. I've tried to call Andrew and got his machine, so I've called and spoken to Grant. There's the alarm going off for the fucking drain. Hold on. I don't like it. It's freaking me out. So anyway, obviously I read through the instructions. It's a given that this whole drain shit was already fucking with me, considering when I bought it until today. Time out. That's what I need, guys, when I got videos to be making. My heat's on and my kitchen door's wide open with the fan on the highest setting at the moment, because, well, that's what Grant told me to do, because it smells like burning, and I've just freaked myself out. I was trying not to chop my fucking head off. Oh, look at that. I dropped you, but you're all still there. Good for me. All right, awesome. Anyway, what am I trying to say? I poured the stuff down the sink, and they were 100% right. I started erupting like a volcano. Oh God, bear with me. Anyway, now when I made the last video that I just uploaded, I hadn't taken the cap off, and I hadn't noticed the little yellow like warning thing. Now that I say that again out loud, it's just like, seriously. Anyway, didn't see it, didn't notice it till I got the cap off. I'd already obviously uploaded the last video because I was in gloves, and they're not exactly the easiest to use while texting or typing. Anyway, I've absolutely no idea if I even used enough. I tipped it down both of them, because like they're connected, but both of them look fucked. Excuse me. And so I got eruptions going, which wasn't so bad. So, okay, let me backtrack. Hold on. The yellow thing, didn't see that until after. Took the main cap off, and it was like, warning, this thing has a like inner seal, something or other, must be on flat surface, use screwdriver to remove. And I was just like, for fuck's sake, mate, of course. I noticed this morning I chopped off my head last night, so I'll try not to do that again. And that alone freaked me out, so I grabbed one of the screwdrivers I've got that's broken, that I use for random shit like this, and then I went to do it on the kitchen table, and then I was like, no, that doesn't feel right. Again, like, you know, it's acid, it dissolves through shit. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it outside. I'm gonna shut my door too, I think, for all the heat that I've been in my house because with it. Doesn't smell like burning anymore, so that's got to be a good thing. And it's past 5 minutes, so that's another good thing. I can now flush it with cold water, which I'll do after this, and then jump in the shower. But yeah, basically just within those few minutes, it's like I say, you know, there's a whole lot of shit that happens within me, and a lot of the time I don't actually have any rational explanation for what they are. I wish my sister would understand that, because, you know, the message that I got from her right when everything went last was, anytime anything little happens, your entire world crumbles. And it's like, that's not actually true, yeah? But it is very, I mean, it is true and it isn't true depending on how you look at it, but it's not like my whole world is crumbling because I want it to. I just had like basically a mini panic attack trying to clear my fucking drains out. I think it goes without saying, if it's family related or anything important related, it's obviously going to emotionally affect me, because I'm not a calm human being. It's something I'm striving to be, and hopefully before my deathbed I will be. I am 36 years old, and I don't even consider me a calm person, so there's obviously a lot of work to go on that. But anyway, I'm breathing again. My heart doesn't feel like it's going to pop out of my chest, so that's helpful. I can now flush it and I can finally get in the damn shower, which I'm really looking forward to. My floors look like, you know, the Western with hay bales, but it's really dog fur bales. Like, it fucking needs to be vacuumed so bad. But I still need to write out my story, and I need to figure out what I've currently got with the edits, and then make it better, whatever I need to, like, make it and get it done right. And then, because again I need to now sort of stick, it's not, again, I'm the storyteller, it's my story, but even like I said, in the 2 times we did it last week, it changed. It didn't change as in these lies. Obviously, when you tell a story, especially if you're someone like me who can see things from so many different fucking points of view, and at the same time none at all, last night with my fucking clock. Anyway, what am I trying to fucking say? Get it out, woman. I'm not freaked out anymore. Talking to you guys always helps. I've actually realised, well, I realised this last night, but I talk to you all way more than I actually film, because I just talk out loud, and I talk out loud as if someone else was there. Though I can't help but think, and this is off the topic of my drain now, but yesterday when I gave Boss his bath, there was a woman, like, she wasn't there when I got there, because it's like the 2 dog baths next to each other. My back was to the one next to me, because I was obviously washing Boss. And I heard this bang. Now, I'm a very easily startled person. I hate that about myself. It drives me bonkers. I have read that it's a side effect of a number of the different medications I take, so that at least helps me feel a little bit better about how, like, easily startled I truly am, because I must look like I'm afraid of everything, really, I think, anyway. But yeah, so someone came in and she made a very loud noise, and I was startled, and I turned around and there was a woman there with this mask and gloves and this little wee dog. And I even looked at her and went, oh. I didn't necessarily say it to her or not to her. I just said it out loud, because again, this is what I do, whether I'm alone or around people or not, it seems. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think to use gloves. Probably because I don't really use gloves unless I've absolutely had to with this whole thing. And I definitely stopped wearing a mask ages ago. Like, what will be. I'm fine in that regard. But her dog was like, Boss, it's taken a while to get there. It didn't used to like it. He doesn't enjoy it, but he's good. Right. But maybe, hold on. Mr. X used to say to me, I've never seen anyone talk to their dog the way you do. You talk to your dog like he's a person. And I was like, I really don't even know how to respond to that, because how else do people talk to their dogs? Like, I obviously talk to a Boss like he's a person. He is a person. He's his own person in his own right, with his own personality and his own thoughts and his own wants and needs, because, you know, we're all aware that our pets have personalities. Just think about that the next time you eat a dead animal. Because they all have personalities too. But yeah, he did. He used to say that to me, and I just always thought that was weird. And over the years, I've always thought it's really weird that I've never understood what he truly meant, because obviously I just talk to animals the same way I talk to everybody. I talk to freaking plants the same way I talk to animals and people. We're all connected, yeah? So, and that makes sense to me in my head. But yesterday at the dog wash, I've learned that I can't hold my phone with my other hand because it fucks with the sound. So I really should just hurry the fuck up. What was I trying to say? Right, let's see if we can do this. I dropped the phone before, guys. Let's try again. I really need the phone in the stand. Oh, look at that. So much better. So where are we at? Yeah, I was talking to Boss throughout the entire wash. Good boy, you're a good boy. Mummy loves you. You know, you're gonna smell amazing. We need to clean your feet. Your feet are really bad. You brought all this dirt into my bed. You know, oh, I love how good you smell when you have a bath. Like, I'm talking to Boss constantly throughout, right? And he's just been washed. He hates the blow dryer, but I spend the longest amount doing that because it really doesn't take long to actually wash a dog and condition and all that. I don't think so. 10 minutes more than enough. Cannot for the love of me figure out how it would take longer unless you got one of those dogs with so much fur, like a husky or something. I don't know. Anyway, this dog and the woman next to me, right, the dog was crying. Now, I reckon it's very obvious between a cry from an animal that's like, it's like, you know, they're happy sort of cry, or like sad kind of cry, or a like the dog was clearly in some kind of distress. Was that kind of a cry? Yeah, was that she, whatever, was not enjoying it at all, and that's cool. But this woman didn't speak one word. And I was just so confused. And every part of me wanted to ask her, like, why aren't you talking to your dog? Your dog is freaking out. But I decided not to do that. And instead, I've only just realized I did this now that I'm thinking about it. I started talking to Boss about, oh, Andrew's calling me, but I will just message you back. Anyway, so I started talking to Boss about how it's okay, he'll be fine. We can hear the other dog crying, but the other dog's having a bath too, and he might not like having a bath, and I don't know if she could hear me or not, and I don't truthfully care, because I thought it was very, very strange that you wouldn't talk to your dog when your dog's in distress. So if you want to help me out by commenting, please let me know. Rory, if you have a dog, go ahead. If you don't have a dog, I'm sorry, but what I had to post in the comments on my website is true. Your messages are so overwhelming me at this point. If you keep messaging me nonstop on everything, I'm not going to be able to read them. And I truly appreciate your support, and I'm grateful and happy and all of that this seems to be helping you, but your incessant non-stop comments on every single thing I post isn't helping me. I'm sorry, it's not. Okay, anyway, I don't want to end that on a bad note. I talk to my dog how I talk to people, because I don't actually have a clue how other people talk to the dogs or cats or any sorts of things. So I will just recap what happened with me and Rachel the other night. And basically, without going into it, a cat died on the road, right? And she went to say something like, if anybody cares about their animals whatsoever, they would never let a cat outside. And I could not disagree more. I think if you're a cat owner and you lock your cat in a house 24/7, you're actually incredibly cruel and selfish, because the cat that is free, that might die by getting hit by a car, and we're not saying that's a huge statistic. There's a chance a cat may get hit by a car. Me, I'm fucking all about doing what I can to rise above my fucking ego when it comes to this shit. And so far, the only thing I'm failing on is a milk chocolate bar once in a while, or a biscuit if it's offered to me. And I will get to the point where I say no. I know that. I would very much like to go and buy an e-cigarette, but at the same time, I very much do not want to be a smoker, because that's not loving me. That's not helping me. It's not doing anything to help me. So, like I've said, I'm lucky in the sense that it does appear I have an incredibly strong willpower. Again, personally think we all do if we work at it, but, you know, we're all different. In that sense, I need to get in the shower. Oh my God. And I need to rinse these fucking things out. So, the whole point of this was to make a video to calm myself down. I have clearly done that. I still have heaps to do, but my house is warm. The drains are clear. I'm about to shower and wash my hair and practice these videos, which may now not get made by tomorrow since I have to do my speech, but that's fine. That's fine. They'll get done. They always do. Everything gets done. And I'm going to round it off with a fun fact about me that I don't think many people know, unless I've said it to you in person in like my real life. But along with talking to Boss and Sebastian and I don't know, the spiders and the ants and the plants and just the audience that I have been able to imagine in my head for most of my life, or at least since I'm very, old with it. I don't know what's going to happen when I put cold water down there. Maybe I should put these on. I don't know, I'm not putting the gloves back on because the gloves got fucking shit on it and they turn pink and I can feel it going through to my hand. So I think I'll hang this up before I deal with that. But yeah, finishing it off with something you guys might not know, but I think's interesting and funny, if nothing else. But when I talk to all of these beings, creatures, energy, I spend, I reckon, 80% of my time singing or rhyming. Almost everything that I say comes out in a rhyming, singing way. Yeah, I don't know, it's just what I do. It's very interesting and unusual because it's definitely not something I do in person with anybody else. It's just something I do when I'm at home alone. I just sing stuff and I rhyme stuff. I'm actually quite good at it when I don't consciously think about it, but when I start to consciously think about what I want to say or do, I get all in my head and muddled and fucked up. So anyway, I really need to message Andrew back and figure out this thing. And it is, what is it? God almighty, guys, it's 8 minutes to 3 in the afternoon and I'm still in my PJs, but I'm getting there, and that's the main thing. Okay, I will see you all later.